turn 9 this Tuesday. I dance at Casey Poodle Dances.
When did you start?
When I was 4.
What shows were you in, do you remember?
Beauty and the Beast. This is my program and we all got each other to sign them.
Are you in there? Where are you? Let me try and find you. Oh, Lani, of course, there you are. It's beautiful.
My name's Ali and I'm 12 years old. I started late last year with my dancing. I did jazz, national, which is like a country. Yeah. I did ballet, and then I did contemporary, and then I did some improvs where you don't know the music.
Tell us about the emu.
He came to our house and then he went and then he came back and then that's how.
And he's like your free-range pet, comes and goes. And do they bite? I don't know. Do you pat it or what happens? It bit you once?
It didn't bite me.
Oh, it didn't bite you.
Friendly, though.
Have you got a special wish or a dream?
Be a dancer and then become a dance teacher.
My name is Diane Louise Pasquale. I have a dance school in Yarram, Victoria, and I also have a dance school for special needs children in Melbourne, and that's called Diane Louise Dances. Throughout my time as a dancer, I've done many dance extendeds. I also competed all around the country, up to Albury, New South Wales, all competitions in Melbourne, and that was in all different styles and genres of dance. And at age 16 I decided that I wanted to open my own dance school, and to do that I had to set my ballet exams, which I sat through my dance teacher, and then I opened a school in Yarram, which has been a very successful school, and that's been operating for the last 30 years nearly now, so
Wow.
the students have had a lot of success. I've auditioned 16 people for the Australian Ballet and 15 out of 16 have got in. I was always taught as a dancer that no matter what, even if your costume falls down, your hair falls out, there's been occasions where we used to, many years ago, clip in a curly wig, and the wig wasn't clipped in properly and it fell out and it landed on my bottom and I had to keep tapping. I've also, as I said, had a light smash on my head during the championship section. There's been some funny times. And also, I had a little student recently and she's only 3 and she'd done her first performance at the sale at Stedford, and I would say the same thing to her, no matter what, if the music stops, just keep going, and being a 3-year-old to be able to do that is quite amazing. And she had a little cane chair and she was a doll, was her character solo, and she stood up and her little net petticoat got caught on the cane chair. So she just kept dancing and she was dragging the chair behind her for half of her solo, and then it fell off. Like, she tried so daintily to pull it off but she thought, well, can't do anything about it, and my dance teachers taught me to keep going, so she kept on running and she ended up doing extremely well in her very first solo on the stage. But I've in the past too had students that have got stage fright, and like I had a dance extended where a little girl had 2 solos and she wouldn't go on stage, and her mother was obviously quite distraught because she had put in so much money for her dance lessons and her costumes. And I said, look, we don't want to push her. There's another Extedford in 4 weeks' time, and she came out at the next Extedford and got 2 first placings, and then's gone on to be in the German ballet companies. When I started working with autism, I thought that I could actually bring my passion of dance teaching, and a lot of them loved music, so I thought that I could bring that in and make a dance school for children with special needs. So, and I run that of a Wednesday evening, and I run it at a school gymnasium, and I've had students in the past that have performed in mainstream competitions, and the judge didn't know they were autistic, and they've actually won their event. Having a dance school with autistic children has actually really helped me and benefited my Yarram students, because autistic children sometimes see shapes. So I would call it a plie in first, and a lot of younger students would look puzzled, what's a plie? And then my autistic children would go, look, that looks like a diamond. So then I go back to my Yarram students and I say, make a diamond. Who can make the biggest diamond? And it's a much easier way for them to understand and explain to me when the student succeeds. It also can be heartbreaking at the same time, because depending on if they've succeeded into a company, you know, it's amazing for them, and that's what I've always trained them to be the best dancers that they can be. But at the same time, I lose them from my dance school.
You've got to let them go.
I've got to let them go, and that's a part of, I think, being a good teacher and recognising that there's different potential. Every child has